你想唔想影埋個水啊？There's some cops there. I think they might try to clear the people.
Well, I mean, you can catch you on camera doing things.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
You also have a press thing, so clearly they're doing it wrong.
南華草部
南華，你咧？
都係。
一齊。
唔該啊，Sir。Clearing them. No worries. Can you let me know?
That's in 2 minutes, dude.
Okay. Well, whichever comes first, I guess.
Yeah.
TVB.
Seconds.
45 seconds here? All right.
Okay, anytime.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harvey from the South China Morning Post, and we're continuing our live coverage here of the onslaught of Typhoon Ragasa here in Hong Kong. So we got word from the observatory that now the typhoon signal warning number 10 has been lowered to typhoon signal warning number 8, which is a bit of a welcome news for everyone. I'm sure everyone has had enough of Typhoon 10 about now. But right now, with the lowering of this typhoon signal, it doesn't mean that we're out of the woods just yet. So according to the observatory earlier, Ragasa is now moving towards the coast of western Guangdong, and its associated hurricane forces will depart from Hong Kong gradually also. At the same time, at 1 p.m., the observatory also saw that the typhoon Ragasa was also confirmed to be centered about 170 kilometers southwest of Hong Kong. Earlier is 150, so again, we're showing this gradual departure of the typhoon from the vicinity of Hong Kong and also the rest of the city. So it's also important to note that this typhoon signal number 10 was issued for a little bit more than 10 hours. It was just lower, so it's about a fair bit amount of time. The typhoon signal number 10, which was upgraded from typhoon number 8 at 1:40 a.m., and then it was then upgraded to typhoon 10 at 2:40 a.m. So according to the latest government information that we have, so just to give a quick status update to everyone outside, there are 50 temporary shelters have opened and over 700 people are sheltering inside. The government has also received over 200 reports of fallen trees, 12 reports of flooding, and 1 report of landslide. So again, like earlier we were saying, at 11 a.m., the Drainage Services Department have seen some cases of flooding. So these included places like Hung Fa Chun, places like the Fullerton Hotel near Ocean Park, which has seen a very, very serious case of flooding, which seems to be mostly solved now. There are also 50-60 people injured during. So a continuation of just the data that we saw, just to give everyone a brief status update. And the situation around the city. So this is probably one of the more important bits with the typhoon signal number 8 being lowered. So earlier, as we mentioned, that typhoon signal 10 means there's limited MTR services around Hong Kong, with the above ground sections of the MTR and the light rail sections not operating during this period, with the underground service still resuming, but at a limited capacity. So we just heard from the MTR just now that the situation, even though the warning has been downgraded a little bit, it will still take some time for them to restore services back to their full capacity, because they have to conduct repairs and also clean various branches and other items or obstacles that are in the tracks itself. So it will still take some time before doing that. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about the situation here in Tsim Sha Tsui. So it is a much different situation compared to Hong Kong. As you can see, I'm talking clearly, standing quite firmly on the floor, so not a lot of big gusts, but there are occasionally big gusts of wind that you can hear inside your ears. It's also a little bit. You can see that there are still some people who've decided against us. The situation is actually just standing too close, or that they believe are standing too close to the harbor to try to go home or go away and not stand by and viewing the typhoon. I assume this is a response to the incident that happened yesterday where we saw a mother and her son being swept away by waves and then later ending up in the hospital while watching typhoon. So it just goes to show how dangerous that typhoon watching activity can be and how quickly can things go wrong. So if you're outside and if a police officer tells you to please move along and not watch a typhoon anymore, please heed their warning. As we've shown today, it is obviously quite dangerous. There's a lot of wind and there's a lot of rain, and there's still a lot of wind at the moment, even though the typhoon warning has been downgraded. So we'll try to continue to do our coverage here at the top of the hour to show you the various aspects of Hong Kong during Typhoon Ragasa's onslaught. If you want to get minute-by-minute updates on the situation on the ground or also the situation in Hong Kong in general, you can follow along our live blog at scmp.com. That again, follow on our live blog at scmp.com.